So, hey, lovelies, this is Sitara coming to you live in effect from planet Earth. So, I am today trying. So, I went into Whole Foods. I haven't been in there a while because there's a little frequency issue in there. And today I was just like, I'm going to go to Whole Foods and get me some stuff so I can make some snacks. Okay. So, today I got this. Not only did I get it, but I was a social butterfly. And the guy was like, "You are so pleasant. So you smile. You just full of joy. And I would like to give you a free one." Yeah, I almost clenched my pearls. But, I've been thinking about this, it's like, oh, maybe I'm too much joy. Maybe I'm too much joy. I was, you know, in my other earthly low level part, I was thinking I was too much joy. There is no such thing. I would just say that. There is no such thing as too much joy. That's like people telling you you're too much, like when you get angry or whatever, you're too much this, you're too much, you're too loving, you're too sensitive, you're too happy. What? I thought we were on planet Earth. Second of all, I thought we were on planet Earth where I could decide how much or whatever I'm going to be, and it's not left up to you and anybody else. So, anyways, on the subject, I'm talking about something very, very, very sensitive to my heart chakra. So, the deal is this, like, I have always been so joyous. And this is joy. Some people might call it hyper. I don't know. But I've always been like, just, I wake up smiling. Like, I just wake up smiling. I want to love myself even more. Even though there's others who don't want to do that. Even though there's ones that want, I probably get on their nerves. Because of my joy. Because of my ability to smile no matter what. So here is the product. Let's see it. Yeah, see? So it is a keto friendly. I didn't take it because of that. Because it was keto friendly. I actually tasted it. And anyone that knows me, I have a food journey story that I haven't talked about yet. But I have a food journey story where, there was a minute for all my life until I turned a certain age, I was unable to eat anything. So everything I ate messed with my stomach. And then it got worse when I got into relationships that weren't good for me or that weren't healthy. Let me say healthy. And I just got sicker. The longer I stayed with this person, the sicker I got. So yeah. So what's in this? It's like organic tofu, which is soybeans, water, and nigari. That one's mayo, but it's like a non-GMO. It's like canola oil with fish vinegar, organic sugar, food starch but non-GMO, pea protein, beta carotene, celery, onion, nutritional yeast, parsley, sea salt, mustard, flax, turmeric, herbs and spices. So the tofu, yeah, I wasn't too big on it when he said that. His name is Juan, by the way. He's such a joy. And I guess he figured I was a joy too, and he like was like, I need to like be giving out some freebies, and this is the person who we give freebies to right now. I was like, what? You know, I was like, what? And I went like this. Thank you, and he said, you're such a joy to be talking to you is purely a joy, and I love your attitude. The way you just you seem like this is really who you are, and he would be like, he was most definitely something. So what I'm cutting in here, I cut some tomato. I cut some avocado. I'm cutting it now, and I'm going to. Actually, I don't know. I think I use the fork for this. The avocado though, I didn't get it from Whole Foods. I got it from this guy that like stands on this corner. You know, the fruit guys or whatever. He had fruit and everything, but I want the avocados for my eating extravaganza that I'm about to have right now. So I'm mixing avocado, and I'm gonna wrap this actually back up so it'll stay cool because I'm gonna go where it's cool and keep it good so I can have it. So he gave me it and said that he was Southern Cal regional for this company, and he talked about the product like he knew the product. It wasn't no maybe. Him and his family are using this. He said he makes sandwiches. Okay, Fly, get out of here. You're spying on me, and I don't even know why you're spying on me though. Get out of here. So he said that his daughter his daughter has it for lunch as a snack, whatever. Because actually, his daughter doesn't eat the school lunch. This is what he says. His daughter doesn't eat the school lunch, so when she gets home, she either makes a sandwich with this product right here, and he just mixes whatever she wants in it. But pretty much, he just makes it with that only. But me, you know, I got to be special. I got like a fly trying to be nosy here. I needed to go on my own business. Uh, Before I have to pop it, and I done warned it. Now that's your warning. So I'm putting avocado, a fresh one in here with this mix, and I'm gonna mix it, and I'm gonna taste test it while I'm on here, while I'm on this video. That is taking me a long ass time. That's taking 8 minutes, and I don't know why, but it's because I'm talking. So, anyways, so like I said, he said I was just a joy and a delight. He is the Southern Regional Sales for this company. He said they're only through Whole Foods right now. They're only using Whole Foods because he said something about Whole Foods that Whole Foods you can't like you gotta have all natural ingredients, all that stuff. Whatever they told him that he's got, you know, the product has to have. But he works for the Toby. He doesn't work. So I am mixing it up. Actually, I should have got some pepper. Now that I see this, it's like pepper and some grapes probably next time. I'm gonna mix them up because usually I would mix this with ranch. So yes, I'm using a Whole Foods box, sure am, and I'm mixing it. So yes, it might not look appeasing. It looks like egg, you know. So I'm gonna try it. Actually, now I wish I had bought some crackers. Mm-hmm. You can literally taste the celery, and I don't like celery. It's not strong celery. You can taste the celery, the pepper, and the herbs. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say Juan did right by me today. Mm-hmm. Because this is my lunch. Basically, this is my lunch, and I'm having a. I don't have to tell you guys, but this is my lunch, and I'm having a. So a half an avocado for lunch with the tofu mix, Toby's with this product. So that, and it says with turmeric on there. That is so cool. It says with turmeric. So it has turmeric in it. This stuff is so good. I could like, mm. And I usually don't be like that. A lot of food, you know. And I'm drinking a no high fructose corn syrup, caffeine free, sodium free, cherry vanilla fan today. And I haven't had one of those since. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about this, but not right now. But get out of here, fly. I gotta don't land on anything. Let me cover it. If you land on anything and taking your little, you know what? I have a problem. Okay, so um, so yeah, when I went and did a release your BS, that's what I'm calling right now. Release your BS ceremony with Yuri, with Healing with Yuri. That's what she's called on Instagram. And I tell you, ever since I did that, um, I just decided that certain things I don't have to be a part of if I don't want to. But it's always been that way. But it's more so this way because I am like more so like saying no to people. Like they be, like people that knew me or just know me a little bit, and they see how happy I am and stuff. And they know I joke and stuff, and they'll do stuff. But like one person was like, "Come here, come here." I was like, I'm doing something. Not old me when they did that. I would have just rushed right to her. I was like, I'm doing something, so I'll give it to you in a minute. It means like even if I wasn't doing anything, the way she called me, I wasn't gonna come right away to her. Cause you're not gonna beck and call me. I'm gonna tell you now. Mm-mm. So good. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get full off of this, and I'm gonna have it tonight. But when I have it tonight, might have a couple chips with it, maybe. But I don't know. Might not. Might just have it like that. Mm-mm. So ever since I went to ceremony, for the first week, first 10 days, I couldn't eat any sugar. Like for about 7 to 10 days, I wasn't really eating. I didn't have no sugar items. I didn't get sugar drinks. I was just drinking like water with lemon and stuff. Nothing. I didn't have no desire for no sugary anything. And when I did get something sugary, it was one item I had for that whole 10 days, and it was a vegan item, but it was like a donut friendly item, donut friendly vegan donut. So I'll post that, but that was the only thing. It was coconut, so everything was coconut in that donut. They made it with coconut, all of it. So yeah, so I went to the release book. It's not called that. It's called Healing with Beauty. So it's healing with the Amanita. Got this stuff. The Amanita mushroom. If you follow me already, it's on my. It's already on. It's already on my Instagram page. So if you follow me on True Honey or True Spring 9 or Self Love Mastery or Wind Yarbrough, if you follow me on any one of those platforms, I posted about this. Get out of here, fly. I posted about this Amanita mushroom already. So I had the ceremony, but I had the day ceremony. Just the day ceremony itself, I I had no I had no I had no desire to really eat, but I drank a lot of water. I took a lot of water. Uh, and the ceremony it was a beautiful experience because what she does is I'm gonna do an overnight ceremony. That's the next step. Um, I did the day one. I'm gonna do the overnight. Mm-hmm. Mm. So I did that ceremony, and only took it was a day ceremony. It was a day for it. I think she went from 10 to 5, something like that. And we talking about patterns of toxicity. Now, I didn't label that as a part of my practice, but it is a part of my practice, and that the the self love mastery part that I talk about trauma, but I never talk about this part, like the patterns. Well, I do talk about patterns, but not in the way that I'm thinking now. So after going through that ceremony and going through her process, now I'm like, okay, I can go further in, excuse me, and talk about harmful patterns, excuse me, that we create, harmful patterns that are part of the program, harmful patterns that we use to keep ourselves safe. Mm, all of that. So excuse me if I'm eating. I'm gonna eat. I'm like that. Hungry enough. So good. Oh my God. So good. Bye. Bye. Stop messing with me. So delicious. Mm. So if you don't know, I mix tomato, avocado, avocate, and add cookies. So, anyways, after that ceremony, I've just been working every day with my inner child issues even more. So I'm going even more inside. So I've been going inside, but not as far as I could, because when you have to go in there and work on that and get it straight and figure it out, make sure checking it and all that. That stuff is scary. That's the stuff that you got to get real 1,000% with. I've said this before, 1,000%. I mean that. Isn't that kind of so? You want a session with me? Sessions are back, and they're not going to be your average Joe ones. I'm going to say that based on what I experienced with myself. I'm like, oh god. So these ceremonies and these sessions, because I'm going to be having ceremonies soon. Not soon, but I'm working on collaborating. Excuse me for a second. I'm working on collaborating with um, some people that are in my circle already that have a certain kind of practice, or they're just working on themselves, and they have a they have their thing that they do, and I'm working on collaboration with some of them. So we'll see what comes out of there. I think it's going to be some really great things. Not just great, they're going to be like fantastic. So if you're down or up for some healing, if you're down or you're up for healing or treating the issues in your body, let's say that, treating some of these emo issues, um, book a session. Uh, that's what I'm going to say. And no, excuse me, they will not be dealt with, you know, in one swoop. Some of these things have, they take a little bit of space for you to get them done. So I'm just going to say this: if you're down or up for some treatment, and you want to treat the issues in your life, or some of the things in your life that are so private, and you hold them so close to you, and you don't share them with everybody, but you want to be able to work through some of those things, hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram, on, I said True Spring 99 or True Honey. Hit me up at Self Love Mastery on Instagram. Oh, I'm on Facebook, both of these names as well. Uh, I do have a LinkedIn account. I've never used it. I've used it twice. And that's because somebody that was a professional, he was a doctor. He's a doctor from New Orleans, and he was working on his PhD when I met him. And I was like, I'm going to New Orleans. Anyways, that's a whole trip in itself. That's a whole nother story. Yeah, I went over there, and that's how I got the LinkedIn. That was just one of those things, but it was a beautiful, beautiful experience. And yes, I will be going back to New Orleans, but right now I'm just talking about just getting it together, getting this emo together, this mint, this mint, you know, mint together. You know, you don't know, but working on empathic abilities, that's where we're at. So, excuse me, emotional, mint is mental, and empathic. And even if you don't have empathic abilities and you don't know what those are, you can still book a session. So, sessions. Self love mastery sessions, I'm be honest with you. Those, they're not on the low side. You might can base them off of income. That would be something I would consider. But because I know the worth of these self love mastery, it's pretty bad. Because I know I know what they're worth to an individual that is ready to make that change or to move from their 1 degree of separation between them and where they are, just 1 degree. The self-love mastery courses that I am now just moving around and fine-tuning and smoothing out, they're priceless. Like, you can go inside of yourself with persistence and get all the way in there and move a lot of things around, move so many things around that have been just in your way. And it's not the things outside of you that are being in, it's your frequency that's being in your way. So right now, working with those blocks from inside of you, your inner feelings, your inner child things, is where I'm at. So, and I'm gonna just say, I'm not just at that. I've been at that. I've been in that same spot. I just want to say, since I came into planet Earth, been in that same position. So you're looking at a little one, a being who was a little one who came into the planet, who has, sexual trauma, mental trauma, and emotional trauma in their life. And the things that I've had to do to correct the programming that I had surrounding all of these things that I'm talking about. So, course correction, okay, is what I'm talking about. And when you're doing course correction, it's like Are you gonna be able to come to a session and be real honest with yourself? Because you're the only one that has to go see with yourself. You lying in the treatment or in the session is just you just not wanting to do it or whatever that is. So I would say if you're really ready, or you really not ready, and you really are ready to make that move, make that move. Yeah. Really ready to make that move. Let me out. Yes, I was saying pricing. Okay, so I have separated the classes out, and this is what I'm sorry, my ear is so itchy. Um, I don't know why I ain't got time for that, right? Y'all need to be quiet. You ain't got time for that. That's a part of my other service that I do, which is with beings that have passed away. And sometimes I get getting that itch, and it's not even nothing. I don't even have nothing that itch. So let's just go down the little road here and tell you what we have. So I have self-love mastery right now, and we have actualization, which is level one. So level one, I've been looking at 222 for level one. The self-diagnosis level two, 333. This is what we're doing right now. And then self-recreation number three, 344, 355 is what it's looking like, what I was looking at. And then we got self-love mastery number four, which deals with the dark matter and the shadow work and the light, balancing between those shadow and the light. Okay, chakra balancing, all that good stuff. That's the number four. So it won't go too much up further than that. But level five right now is your self-love. We get into intimacy, we get into orgasms, we get into self-touching, we get into body images, we get into how do you feel about your body, we get into food, we get into meditation, we get into, which is a lot of good tantra meditation. Is level five deals with self-intimacy. It deals with how do you treat your body, how to be healthy sensually, and know that that's okay to have a sensual body and be good with a healthy sensual body. And it's less about image on the outside and more about what you believe is on the inside. So, yeah, level five is pretty drastic. That's one of my favorites because I may be offering these separate with a certain discount or whatever, like a couple of these, because I know self-intimacy for me, this whole area deals with loving your body, okay? And that is something that I've been a professional at, even when it wasn't healthy. So, yeah. So self-intimacy is one of my favorites, so I went kind of into that. This is the sensuality of self, just loving yourself, like, in a way, in a magical body. I need to write that down. Dealing with your sensuality in a magical body. So, if you want to take that class, I would say that's a good class to take if you're having body image issues. But I don't know if I'm going to offer it separately. But I've been thinking I might have to. So that one's my favorite, like I said, because I came into a family where, the sexual trauma. Okay? So I've had to heal that part of me. And sometimes she wears her ugly Sometimes she rears herself out of there to show me that you still got a little something in here that you need to work on. So yeah, so if you ever want to take the self intimacy, that is probably one of the main ones I'm gonna be on for real. Because that one right there why is my why. Is my why in my and I just realized this a few days ago that this self intimacy is my reason why for healing. Uh, it's one. It's only there's only two, and that's one of the main ones that is my first steps. You know, it's like the first steps of being healthy with your own body and loving your body. So that one's in there, and I love it. It's my favorite. So, excuse me, I'm actually up to 6 or 7 of these classes, and I'm not even going to bat an eye about going through them because they offer each one of them offers something different. So I have worked on them diligently. I am currently working on a project with the self love oracle that I remastered it, and now I'm working even further. I'm co-partnering with an artist to assist me with creating that image. And that image I will be having, I'm going to have that image on Oracle cards. I'm going to have that image on a few products. So, yeah, that's a little snippet, but we'll talk about that when we get, the other things will come when the other things will come when I get to that. So, if you have any questions, write them down below or shoot me a private message. The sessions are all private. Let's say that. The sessions that I'm talking about right now, private, personal and private. I will not divulge identity. I would only generalize when I'm talking about certain concepts on how to heal or treat the issues in your mind and in your body. So the first areas that I like to confront or I like to work with, I'll say confront, let me change it. The first areas that I like to work with are in the mind, the subconscious. We like to work with those parts first. And I say we, and I'm talking about my spirit team and spirit guides. They assist me with that. I'm not even batting 2 eyes about that. With the mind part, the mental part. So, and they're still working with me on some new things that I'm working about for a um, mentally fit, for a series of mentally fit sessions. They're still working with me on that, and I have a whole section where they had me do a download, so I have this one for that. I was just like, okay, however you guys want to put it together. So we're working on that. When you come in line with me, I will have a general session, and the general sessions are I want general sessions right now. I'm gonna be honest, I've just been like 200 because what we go into for that, what you're thinking is just going to be a short time. What we go into just for an hour, it's a lot. And I'm going to get some of my people here to give some shout outs or give some witness statements as to what they've experienced because I've been working in this area of mental fitness for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on this for yeah, fly. So I've been working on that for a minute, and it's not like a little while. I've been working on this since I've been out of a relationship with my second uh, father, one of the fathers of my church. So the second one. I've been working on being mentally fit since I left that relationship. So I've been doing that. Uh, woo! Now that's like 14 years of working on it. And don't worry, it's like I don't. You not like I don't have my moments back. But other than that, no, I'm still working in that area, improving these sessions, improving my wellness, my mentally fitness. That's where we are. So come for a session, and yes, it may get raw. It may get raw. I'm telling you, it's gonna get raw. I'm telling you. It's probably not gonna be. If you're not ready to hear things about yourself, and you want to be, for lack of a better word, that's what grandpa used. I'm a grandpa, but I used to hear adults when I was a little kid. Yep, they still bother me. When I was a little kid, it's called EUSSY footing, like a cat around. Because that means if you want to come and do that, okay, come on, let's do it. And then you're going to see that you can't do it. Because what will be revealed during the session is going to be exactly what you need. And it's not going to be really just me. I'm the vessel. I'm just saying what I heard. That's what I heard. And that's what it looked like. And that's, if it quack like a duck and walk like a duck, it's a duck. So if you want to have that session, it's at your own risk. If you're not ready to be working on it, no, don't sign up for none of this. I'm going to recommend that you don't do that if you ain't ready to work on it. So yes, I am working on my Zoom. I have to re-establish my Zoom. And I do sessions in person, but I haven't been doing them now. I'm more like doing Zoom, using the social medias. But to me, I like to do in person at all costs. But I do have some clientele that are not near me, and I'm always not in the same spots. That probably negates that sometimes. But if I'm in your city or in your town, I might look you up, hit you up, and I'll say, hey, I'm here or whatever. But I'm kind of private. I'm pretty private, except for the things that I need to be saying or whatever. But excuse me, but yeah. So other than that, hit me up for some sessions. We got so many sessions going on here that I've remastered. So all the self love, there's 7 levels at this point. There is a pattern class or treatment, kind of wavering on that. But there's a patterns, and the patterns are not just the yucky patterns, but also the patterns that help you, that have helped you, that have balanced you. So there's a patterns course. There's a I'm being savage. So there's a patterns course. There's a trauma course. It's more about, it's more, you don't know, but it's more about dealing with trauma and working through trauma. Okay? So if you always just sit on the can and you thinking something else gonna happen and something gonna change because you just sitting on the can and you don't never do nothing, just sit on the can. It's like doing the same thing, expecting different results. That's not how it works. I mean, you could try it. You can try it, bro. Okay, you don't work that way. So, main thing here is self-love. It's happening. And it happens regardless if I want it to or not. If I want to be like, no, it's not going to happen, it don't work like that. So, since I've had this get rid of my stuff, which I'm going to be naming my own sessions that I'm doing like this, it's actually going to be like a type of treatment class where it's going to be dealing with your BS. I'm actually working on a whole, like a getaway, like a getaway for that. I'm taking 2 days, healing all this, or treating these things in your body, in your mental area. So we have a mental treatment, mentally fit, okay? There's an emotional one. And that one is kind of like, the emotional is so touchy. I call it emo. I call it. I've been you hear me saying the emo treatment or the emo dealings. Yeah, that can go pretty deep and to the bone, as they say. So, just like I just said right now, dealing with the things that are showing me the most on how to be, which is loving myself, and when it comes to people just thinking just because I laugh or smile that I won't move them or ask that they be moved out of the way, like literally moved out the way, not by myself, but as gently as possible. Okay, that I ask that happens, and it's happening, and it happens all the time because I'm not trying to harm. I don't want to. Sometimes I just don't want to be the one to do it. I just want to be like, can y'all just, my spirit team was saying, can y'all just scoop them over to the right? What I'm like, can y'all ask? Somebody else is gonna talk to the ants. I know it's like a whole process, but can y'all just go on over, go talk to the ants and just tell them to calm down and just let's be peaceful and not be peaceful. Let's be whole within our each, and they not on my frequency. They're not on my frequency. So when it comes to that, and I get blocked to do anything, I'm like, okay. It's like I have. It sounded like I have to be having a certain frequency, and it's not that. It's just this is the frequency I am, and I don't want to be. I'm. Not only do I not want to be, I am not in an area where I desire to be low, 3D, laying out on the floor and all this misery love company type of situation. I'm just not. I have never been into that. I'm just gonna be honest. I am earnest and honest about. I have never been into being low, downtrodden. Excuse me, downtrodden. I've never been there. I've been depressed before. Don't get it twisted. And I do have a treatment for that too. And actually, a person that can test to it is somebody that I dearly love. And I did treatment with that person for a little while. I think it's 4 to 6 months. But they had some deep seated issues that they had to get over. But I'm just saying, look, you get a treatment like dealing with depression, those deep things. You can come out very, very well in the area of love. Your frequency can go much higher. The vibe will be much higher instead of being this low hanging fruit type of situation, pulling you down in the mud type of thing. So no, if you get the depression when you have a depression, look, I'm not a licensed. Let me just say this. This is the other. I'm not a licensed clinician. So let's go on and say that one. Okay. But I do know about trauma bonding, patterns of codependency, patterns of trauma, patterns of gratefulness, these patterns that you can create or that are already, and I'm saying create because I'm not really talking about creating outside, I'm creating on the inside. Mixing the ingredients that is already in you and just bringing it forward and just working with it. Work with what you got and just increase the position for where you are. So I'm not a licensed physician, but I do have a bachelor's of arts in psychology. If you want to be saying, "Oh, we got paper from the CSU system," yeah, there you go. And I also attended UC Santa Cruz, so pre-med. So I do have some knowledge. I have gained some knowledge in these areas that I'm talking about, and I have a master's. I'm working in these metaphysical PhD. All these areas I'm working in. Okay. And besides that, these other areas that I'm working at deal with spirituality and how to center your spirit and your soul and to center all these meridians. And, see, I'm getting into a language that some of you are like, she's speaking German now. She lost my attention. Anywho, I am back at it, doing sessions. Actually, I'm back at it, loving life. not messing with people's BS, and not messing with they flying monkeys, and not messing with they demons. Because when the demons come out to play, I got something for it. So we ain't going there, you know. So I, as a person who has experienced evilness and demonic things, I mean that's just words, man. And I ain't saying the devil got evil. They say he did it. That if that was a dude, he got a bad rep. He got a bad rep. So I was like, oh, you gonna blame it on the boogie, huh? That's what you blaming it on? Now the devil is the boogie. That's the boogeyman. Boogeyman disappeared. What you talking about? So then when the boogeyman disappeared, there's only you left. What the so anywho, as it say. Um, as a well versed person in loving self and putting the good foot forward, not only the good foot, but spiritually, and having the experience of travels and going to high frequency locations and having treatment in those locations and getting even more healing messages for myself and messages to give to others and feeling experiencing the vibe of that is where I'm at. And I just realized you guys may not can't hear me because this buzzing here that's been going on. And I just realized the buzzing might be overplaying this whole thing. So this might be useless. But then it's not useless because I'm doing it and I'm just gonna post it. I ain't caring about if it get in there, none of that stuff. I'm just look, we got courses, we got treatment. You wanna love your life, you wanna get on a better great foot, hit me up. I'll have my my hips, you know what I'm saying? The social medias, I have all those intact. And that'll be that's just what it is. Okay. So you know what I always say, if you follow me, enjoy your sun, your moon, and your stars. Because you are these. And I will post in a minute, I'm gonna have the pricing on there too for the types of courses I was talking about right now. Okay, so I just wanted to come on and just touch bases with some of the lovelies that I haven't touched base with, but they're good to see me. And know that I'm doing certain types of treatment. So yeah, so I'm looking at doing it through, not looking, but I do have Zoom already, so I'm offering it through Zoom, Instagram, also in person. I mean, pretty soon, what's going to happen with the in person? If you fly me out, I'm going to do your session and then some. Okay. So the it's in the makings. I'm gonna say that for that to happen. So just keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep doing that. Because you're 70% water with it, so you might as well just keep swimming and love your life. And pretty much no one can tell you how to do that. They can advise you. I can advise you, but I can't fully tell you how to love your life. I can give you some clues because you've been living in that same avatar for a minute. So I'll give you some clues. I'll point you in the direction, but the work is up to you. I can't do your work. You got to do your own work, okay? And this message is not sponsored by Toby's, but Toby's is hitting it. They doing it, okay? Because I'm eat that for dinner. You just know that. Avocado, tomato, that's going down and up. That's gonna be done. Yeah. And the only thing I'm missing is like these vegan crackers or the seeded crackers that I had. Oh, from this shop that I'm gonna post on my Instagram. So I'm going to that store and I'm gonna hit them up. I got the excuse me, I'm going to their little list and I'm gonna make my little list together. I'm not going in there without a list. I'm going in there programmed up for what I'm about to get because I want to get all the good stuff. Because for me, where I'm at now, beans and rice is cool when I was cool. Beans and rice right now ain't cool no more. It's messing with me. And you know these people have great intentions and all that, and they're cooking with love and all. But my stomach, I can't even eat regular beans and rice. Why not? So I can have a 7 bean salad or whatever that is. Who's going flying in the background? 7 bean salad, and I can make my own stuff. So I'm going to purchase something else that is portable. Oh, speaking of portable, yeah, I'm purchasing things that are portable while I'm on the road and stuff. So I have a portable blender that I got off of that I got at a hospital. And I don't like going to hospitals because I see dead people for real. That's some of that Oracle work, Oracle card readings and stuff. Some of that speaking to the earthbound spirits. So this little blender, portable blender, you plug it up by USB. The thing is to start juicing and all that because I don't eat a lot of meals and using vegetables and fruit as and looking for the proteins, animal proteins, because not the animal proteins, but the fruit and vegetable proteins, pea protein, even. So everything in moderation, but right now, rice can't have no rice. That my body said negative, and no beans, not yet. But may I get a chance back to doing that? But right now, I'm not doing that. Ever since I had that ceremony, not like I think the most thing I had since I had that ceremony was dang, I had a bite of lemon berry Costco can loaf or something. And I only had like a little corn in it, and it was like my stomach was like, no, no, no. So now I'm getting the thing with my stomach. Even drinking this soda, my stomach's going. So it's giving me like this signal that I can't even have it. I think I have permission to have this one just for today. I haven't had this thing that I'm drinking. I haven't had that thing in like 3 weeks or a month probably. Because it won't let me. So yeah, so I'm dealing with essential things right now. I'm laughing because I think about all these essential things I've went through. So, anyways, yeah. So since I'm working through these things, I did a beautiful spell of love for myself. And if you scared, go to church. So get off my page if you can't hit it for it. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm not trying to be mean, but please don't come over here and say nothing. Because it ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm talking about myself. So, if you spell every day, if you ever went to school, you know you spell every day. Just forget about it. So, in the most loveliest way as I can, I went to exactly almost 1 hour. I will be posting this on my YouTube channel. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have one. I'm gonna repost a link on all my medias. I call them medias. Because I feel like my grandma when I say that type of stuff. But I'm gonna put those on the media pages, the link for my YouTube. The main YouTube, one of them is Sitara's Love. You will see a bunch of videos I did there. There's a bunch of talk videos on how to on how to heal yourself and how to treat you how to treat yourself. You know, because that's one of my courses. How to treat you. You gotta learn how to treat them. So, 'cause how you treat yourself is how others will treat you as well. So somehow, some of these people get it mixed up and they think that you don't treat yourself well, and they driving on the frequency. And then when you put them in their place, they be like, "What you what?" Grabbing the invisible pearls and stuff. So that's not gonna be my problem. This is not my problem. That's your monkeys and that's your zoo. Because my homegirl over here, what's her name? Melanie, I shout out to Melanie. She would be like, Sitara, not your monkeys, not your zoo. And somebody said not your monkeys to me, and I instantly thought of her saying that to me. So literally, I have a new programming for that to put somebody else's crap and push it to the. Actually, it ain't going to the right, it's going to the left because it's left because it don't go with me. And the left, just put it out. So, yeah, that's been happening. So I don't wonder if you heard me or not on this transition. I'm gonna tell you that. Whatever needed to get heard, it's got heard. And if it ain't heard, it'll be heard again on another day. It's not for these shenanigans. Outside having a beautiful experience, and these blenders are in the background. I call them blenders, but it ain't blenders. So may you guys have heard me, because if you didn't, this is all for a practice. Practice. All for And yes, I did do a segment. So anybody that's looking and trying to let me stop worrying about y'all. So, as I say to my granddaughter, that is a kiss from the spirit where I'm saying, love your life and love yourself. That's my namaste.